What's the name of your sex tape?
Oh boy. Extended version.
I was thinking Rob's Lowdown, but...
Oh, I'm definitely going with extended version.
80s heartthrob, a sex tape, a lawsuit, a 30-year-old marriage, taming the wild side and driving 82 miles every day to see your love? How is all this connected? And how do Gwyneth Paltrow and Keanu Reeves fit into the story? Lowe and Sheryl Berkoff's romance will give you all the answers. In today's video, we're diving deep into the actor and the makeup artist jewelry designer decades-long marriage. Lowe and Sheryl Berkoff's love story had a bit of a rocky start. According to the actor, the pair first met all the way back in 1983, when they were set up on a half-blind date. However, after a couple of dates, Rob and Sheryl realized they weren't ready for any kind of commitment. Both were very young at that point. Rob was around 19 and Sheryl was about 22, so the two went their separate ways. After breaking things off with Keanu Reeves in the late 80s, Berkoff and Lowe found each other again. 7 years after they met, Rob was filming Bad Influence, and Sheryl was the makeup artist on the film. The second time was the charm for the couple. Sparks flew, and the duo began dating. They fell madly in love and have been together ever since. I had the feeling that if I was ever going to be able to make it work with anybody, it was Sheryl, Lowe said, recalling feeling seen for the first time in his life. The pair got married in 1991, but the road to the altar was not easy. Lowe suffered from alcoholism and had a sex tape scandal under his belt. However, the actor is actually crediting his 1988 sex tape with positively changing the trajectory of his life. More than 2 decades ago, a home sex tape which included the actor was leaked to the press. In the video, Lowe starred in a steamy encounter with a 23-year-old girl and her then 16-year-old friend. Rob was around 24. After the tape's release, the actor maintained that he didn't know that Jan was underage. He ultimately settled a lawsuit with her family and was not charged with a crime. Despite the media firestorm he faced at the time, Lowe is thankful that the controversy helped him refocus his priorities.
I don't like people talk about it. I think it's the best thing that ever happened to me. Honestly, I do, because got me sober got me married. Been married 29 years, and I have 2 great sons. I don't think any of that happens without going through that scandal.
But before that, he was a teen hooked on drugs and focused on fame. It's not a great recipe for success to give an 18-year-old male fame, money, drugs, and expect there is not going to be something that goes wrong, he admitted. As his career exploded after 1985's St. Elmo's fire, he was riding high in every way. He emulated his St. Elmo's character, the lovable rogue Billy Hicks, for years, he says. The overnight celebrity and hysterical fandom were especially disorienting. I became so identified with it. The wild, fun, rock and roll, quasi-debauched with the heart of gold guy. That's my early 20s in a nutshell. He enjoyed a succession of starry romances, including Melissa Gilbert and Princess Stephanie of Monaco. In addition, he indulged in fast-lane living that would make Keith Richards, Jack Nicholson, and Warren Beatty, Lowe's role models at the time, proud. I tell my kids, be careful who your heroes are, he says. I literally designed, consciously and unconsciously, my life around their example. Lowe's bottom came in 1990 when he was 26. Home after the usual late night of partying, Lowe listened as his mother left a message on the answering machine saying his grandfather had a heart attack. She pleaded for Lowe to pick up. He did not. Rob eventually embraced what would be a lifelong commitment to his recovery and to Sheryl. The actor credits his wife, his love bug, with helping him change his ways.
It's been a big year for me in milestones, really. I've gone 31 years alcohol and drug-free.
Sheryl Berkoff, who's been by the actor's side for more than 30 years, is a successful fashion and jewelry designer. A graduate of the Fashion Institute of Technology, Berkoff has quite a resume of makeup and film and TV projects, including Frankie and Johnny, specifically working on Al Pacino. She is the owner and founder of Sheryl Lowe Jewelry, which has a men's line called Mr. Lowe, inspired by her famous hubby and their sons. Lowe and Berkoff have 2 children together, Edward Matthew, a lawyer, and John Owen, an actor and writer who works alongside his dad on 911 Lone Star.
Now, if everybody's real quiet.
What have you done, you fiend?
I always wanted that life. I really wanted kids. I wanted a normal life outside of Hollywood, he said. I am so blessed to have found the right person, and that I found a soulmate, and someone who I think is so hot and smart and funny. Great mother, great businesswoman. I am just super, super blessed. While the family likes to keep their private life private, they're also active on Instagram. Lowe often shares sweet pics of his sons, who are the spitting image of their father, and who love dissing him on Instagram.
Do you think that you're a cool dad?
Yeah.
For their part, Matthew and John Owen feel fortunate to have grown up around such love and aren't above taking advice from their dad. I married my best friend, and it's worked out perfectly for me. So take that advice. He gives little pearls of wisdom like that I keep with me. Hopefully, I will end up in a 30-year marriage like him, Matthew said. Throughout his run on the West Wing from 1999 to 2003, Lowe commuted the 82 miles between their home in Santa Barbara and LA daily, so he could be with his family and kiss the boys at bedtime.
I did it, and sometimes I'd be home so late that the kids would be in bed, or I would get to kiss them, and that would be it. There was no time spent, but they knew I was there. And I felt like that was of value.
The actor remains forever grateful that Sheryl took a chance on him, calling his long-lasting marriage one of life's greatest miracles. In addition to giving his wife credit for taming his wild side and helping him to get and stay sober, Lowe says Berkoff was indeed the right woman for him. The actor says that they chose one another wisely. People always ask, do you have any advice about marriage? And I'm reminded of when they asked Alfred Hitchcock about making a hit movie. He said, it's all about the casting. And that's the same with marriage. He also added that communication can still be a struggle for him and Sheryl. In the past, Rob has been open about how the whole family attends therapy to strengthen their bond. The one thing, though, that has been part of our family is the notion of therapy as a sort of proactive, non-shaming practice, like a trainer, he said.
And what it is she's obsessed with playing Family Feud till 5 and 6 in the morning on the iPad and wakes me up like, honey, quick, name 5 foods that are gross.
In an interview with Rachel Ray, Rob also made it clear that his wife was his best friend. He also advised that if one wants to marry their best friend, they should go ahead with it. Rob is not the only one who thinks Sheryl is his best friend, though. Apparently, Gwyneth Paltrow has some pretty strong ties to Sheryl Berkoff, not to mention a rather bizarre confession she made on Lowe's podcast. Well, we'll actually mention it. I met Sheryl and I was immediately obsessed with her. First of all, she was dating Keanu Reeves, who was my celebrity crush, and she was so cool. She noted that the pair met when she was in her late teens, while Sheryl was working as a makeup artist on Gwyneth's mom's movie. She knew that I was sneaking cigarettes, and she would come smoke with me behind the trailer. And she taught me to do other things, all the classic Sheryl stuff. During her appearance on the podcast, Paltrow also spoke about how much she appreciated that Berkoff treated her like an adult. The Oscar-winning actress added that she just worshipped Berkoff. I thought she was literally the coolest chick of all time, and she was so awesome to me. Like the fact that she loved me that much before I was anyone or anything, you know? Same with you.
My wife taught Gwyneth how should we say this in network television?
I think perform oral sex would be the way to go. Which is a very nice thing for her to do.
Or as I like to say, Chris Martin and Brad Falchuk, you're welcome.
It's no secret that Rob Lowe has had incredible success as an actor. He achieved heartthrob status as a member of the Brat Pack, and his career continued with standout performances on TV throughout the decades. I've never been happier, personally or professionally, and there's not a day that goes by where I'm not thankful about it all, Lowe said. Over time, the actor has worked hard to craft a life of personal and professional balance. Clearly, Rob is in a good place now, and Lowe's are as in love as they were 30 years ago. Here's to many more years.
I'm happy I lived the life that I lived because I have no regrets. I'm under no illusions. I have no fear of missing out on anything because I knew she was the right person for me.
That's all we have for you today, Juicers. As always, thanks for choosing us. Spread the word and don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell for more celebrity love stories. And we'll be right back. Be well and be kind.